History whispers through the rolling hills of DeCarlo Farm in Framingham,
Oh!
where troopers march in steady formation.
We're a ceremonial cavalry squadron. What does that mean? We ride horses and events, and we reenact the rides of Paul Revere and William Dawes every year. It's more than a hobby. You gotta love this.
Clad in bright red jackets and blue trousers, these troopers have long been a familiar sight at formal events across the state.
This is Boston Common right here.
Boston Common, this is June 14th, 1837. The unit started in 1836 because there was no ceremonial cavalry squadrons, and Governor Edward Everett at the time wanted a ceremonial squadron to escort him to the Harvard graduation. And that was the primary reason. But for a militia unit, your second mission is also to protect the Commonwealth and enforce the laws.
Throughout the 19th century, they were called into action on multiple occasions to quell riots, maintain public order, and during the Civil War, many proudly volunteered for service in the Union Army. In 1916, they provided security on the Mexican border, and in 2004,
during the Democratic National Convention, they needed a mounted force to protect the little National Guard camp in Reading, what we did for a week.
A small museum on the farm's property holds the stories of centuries past, keeping the legacy of the Lancers alive.
This is a visual record of the history of the National Lancers since the Civil War period, and it continues up to this day.
Let's take a look.
Pages memorializing the privilege and pride of the ride, preserved items spanning from the Civil War to present day. The artifacts speak to more than just time. They embody a service to the 20-some troopers who ride today and a deep devotion to honor and tradition.
It's the camaraderie, the brotherhood, if you will.
Brigadier General Richard Reale has proudly served as a Lancer for 33 years. His family's roots run deep. For 3 decades, his grandfather commanded the Lancers, and his mother Helen made history as the first female trooper.
Column left! Oh!
Marching in the enduring spirit of military service.
All of our service members have serious jobs to do. They're out there taking care of us. We consider ourselves representing them.
With over 24 events every year, this all-volunteer squadron stands unwavering in their commitment, says organizer Michelle DiCarlo Domi.
I can do it so seamlessly just because our people show up. That's what makes my job easy. They do the hard work.
But that commitment goes far beyond pomp and circumstance.
For everyone that's here, we do commit a lot of time. The troopers are here a minimum of an average of 140 to 150 days a year.
Including an 18-month training program, weekly drills, and a dedication to the horses who also serve the community.
We don't hire anybody to come in and take care of the horses. We do it all ourselves. We want that bond between the trooper and the animal.
It's the love and the passion for the horses. It's the camaraderie. It's just keeping up tradition of what the cavalry is about. I've always been a military person, love the history.
I think they just love to serve. They love being part of something bigger than themselves. They love giving back to the community.
Inside Anawan Studios in Brockton, history is coming to life.
Echoes of Liberty, take 1 beat.
It's part of Echoes of Liberty, a Black historical storytelling project created for Mass 250, marking the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution. Producer, writer, and director, Narissa Williams Scott.
I believe that including African Americans in the Mass 250 story is necessary. We gave a heritage to this country that needs to be shared and it needs to be remembered.
Narissa and crew are bringing the stories of 3 local figures to life through immersive storytelling. Elizabeth Moonbet Freeman, an enslaved Massachusetts woman who successfully sued for her freedom in 1781. Prince Hall, a Boston abolitionist and Revolutionary War-era leader. And at the center of this project, Crispus Attucks.
Oh, Crispus. I love him.
Crispus Attucks is widely recognized as the first person killed in the American Revolution, shot by British soldiers during the Boston Massacre in 1770. Today, his grave lies in the Granary Burying Ground in Boston. Stepping into his role is award-winning actor Blair Underwood.
Martin carried a message that spoke to my people. Our lives matter, especially in the fight for freedom.
What have you learned about addicts through this experience?
Well, I learned so much. I learned about his life. I mean, all I knew was that he was the man who was killed that night of the Boston Massacre, and that he was the first man to die for this new country. And there were 4 other men who died that day.
A statue stands on Boston Common honoring all of them.
They were white men of the colony, but his name is first. It's profound, actually.